participants. I think you have been incredible today. I think the interaction has been wonderful. Thank you so much for being such a good participants, really. Thank you. And before we turn into final comments, I must say, yes, I would actually have had another speaker here in this conference today, and that should be actually Agneta Malén. When I was putting together this event, I missed her. I missed her work. She's the one of researchers here in Sweden doing actually research in surveillance, and I was very happy when actually she contacted me, and so I invited her for the meeting and asked her if she would like to actually draw the final comment. So I'm very pleased and happy that you can come here today and help us to make sense of the day, because I got loads of new ideas. I think it was wonderful to see the different perspectives on the subject. Many of them are not very settled. I think it is still an issue that would take a long time and I don't think that it was actually the objective of the seminar in itself to come out with settled answers, but I hope that you go out with more questions. And now I introduce you Agneta Malén, and thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, and thank you very much for inviting me to this incredibly interesting seminar. I was talking to one of my colleagues from Stockholm on one of the breaks, and she said, "Who needs to go to the American Criminological Association's conferences when you can come here and have all these very interesting speakers to listen to?" I got the quite difficult task to summarize today's discussions, and as I usually I work as a teacher, as possibly others of you also do. So I'm going to be a bit more analog and write on the whiteboard. I don't know if I don't think, as Vanja said, I don't have any answers to any questions. I think I'm just going to maybe give some more questions or some more things for you to ponder on or think about. One of the things that I heard in many of the presentations, and this isn't rocket science, but I mean I'm just going to summarize. Is obviously the privatization. Yeah, I think there's some letters missing, but who cares? Usually I teach in Swedish, so. Obviously, the privatization of surveillance. We have this. I mean, this is the camera phones, the apps. They are all forms of private policing, and this is obviously is big business. The security industry. So I think this is one of the main topics of today, and the other one or another one is responsibilization. of the individual. You might by reading the two words that I've chosen, you might figure out that I'm a sociologist by learning or so responsibilization of the individual has increased by all these apps and by using the mobile phones. The individuals are made responsible themselves to monitor and survey. So we don't outsource the monitoring or the control to the police and other agents. We monitor ourselves. So I think that's another word that summarizes many of the presentations we have heard today. The truth is out there, or the truth and nothing but the truth. So truth is also a very, very important word today. Because I have learned when using cameras, even or whether they are body worn or mobile phone cameras or cameras in apps, when you use cameras like that as tools for guardians, you have to be aware that the film that you are filming or making, the films can lack context, so they don't show the truth. They only, as someone said, you see through the eyes of the person filming. So this isn't the truth we are seeing in these enormous amounts of film clips that are out there, or the live streaming. It's just one version of the truth. And I was asked by Vanja to also think about methods, which methods have been used in the presentations today. And to paraphrase Tamara's presentation, I think we should be more place-based, or we are quite place-based. As I said, this is a paraphrase. I don't use it in the same way as Tamara, but we have to be ethnographic. As Professor Felsen said, just driving in the neighborhoods, we have to go out there. We have to observe. We have to drive through. We have to interview, or we can be netnographic. Do ethnographic studies on the internet. We like studying Fix My Street, Periscope, Facebook, Google Maps. But also we have to combine these with statistical data. So both be place-based, but to combine with other kinds of data. Like police logs, for example. But I think this is very important, that we have to, as researchers, we have to go out there. We have to go out on the streets, or we have to go out on the internet just to see what people are doing. And as all of us aren't researchers here today, I think one very important lesson is the lesson about collaboration. This is a very trendy word in Sweden today, samverkan. But it's also very, very difficult. I mean, there's been written theses about collaboration, the difficulty with it in collaboration. I mean, collaboration between municipalities, between organizations, the police, and researchers. Or as Professor Knutsson said, that you were talking about the Oslo police didn't accept the results. So this shows the difficulty in collaboration. Also, quite an obvious word is integrity. This is one of my favorite topics, but I won't I won't talk too much about that. But there has been lots of discussions today about whether cameras on the street are invasive or not, whether mobile phone cameras are invasive or not. And my own research has shown that mobile phone cameras can enable labeling. The persons who are filmed can be labeled, they can be stigmatized, they can be objects for virtual punishment. So I think that's a very, very important topic to ponder on. I think one thing that connects to the integrity is that today's the Web 2.0 technique enables very, very rapid transmission of films, of pictures, of news, of information. But the problem with the rapid transmission is that the people who are filmed can't always control the material. Just as my surveillance colleague Lucas was talking about. So this is also a very important thing to take with you, I think, after this seminar. And last but not least, I won't be very long, I've realized, is triangulation. So both so this is, I mean, triangulation. It could be triangulation. It's both collaboration. It's also the triangulation in methods, how you should go out there and both be place-based and use all these logs, this statistical data. But I was more thinking about triangulation when you use, or this is something that I'm trying to look into. I hopefully can look more into this. When you use mobile phone film clips, or as many of you have talked about today, CCTV as evidence in court, it's very important to notice that the films only show one certain aspect of a situation. As I said earlier, the films only show the person who is filming, his or her view. So it's very important to combine several kinds of films to triangulate, to get a more nuanced picture of the truth, or how things have how the incident has taken place. So I think these are my words for you to take with you after today. And thank you very much, Vanja, for invitation. Thanks for a lovely seminar. And thank you.
Thank you very much. I also would like to open it up for you, if you want to say what is going to be, I mean, the message or what you want to take home. If you want to yeah.
Well, I want to thank every expert that's here, and we've been discussing really important questions. I don't have any message or anything of that sort, but I would just like to lift one aspect. We have an election coming up soon, and we are a group of people. Most of you are experts in your own fields, and I was just thinking about this last night. Today's gathering, where will it be in history in 40 years? What will this group of people be remembered for in 50 years? Will it be, how big of an impact will we do politically? And of course, I don't have the recipe for anything, but I'm just trying to say that it is appropriate if we also discuss some solutions and maybe present them as a group if possible. They're very, of course, very complex issues that we're discussing, but I'm just trying to make a point that there is an election coming up soon, and it would be amazing if all these thoughts that you have here are coming up on the agenda, and crime is and will be a very important question in 2018. So I just want to send this message of, let's not forget to affect the politician and the political agenda in Sweden. I think that's a very important point to make. So I also want to thank everybody for being here and sharing all this information.
Thank you very much. Any other thoughts, comments? Okay. I think we are happy. Thank you very much, everybody. And with those words, we are finished for today. Thank you very much.